So coming in from Blackland, I heard a lot of good things about all the dogs here. And believe it or not, Meki was one of them. Got very excited, came to the kennels, and made a beeline to Meki's kennel.
When I first met Meki, I didn't know much about him at all. And first looking at him, I thought he looked super old. And I was like, oh man, this guy, maybe old dog moving slow around, but I couldn't have been more far from a judgment on him.
He definitely has the most energy, one of the most loyal dogs I've ever worked in the Air Force.
He went down to RTC, which is a regional training center. Him and Sergeant Witcher, Meki beat everybody out of the Top Dog Award by about, I think it was either 12 or 13 other dog teams. He did amazing.
We deployed to Al-Dhafra Air Force Base. We supported our base entry checkpoint in Al-Dhafra Air Force Base, where he had multiple fines at the location, protecting all personnel and assets within the base. The most memorable moments that I had with MWD Meki was when we were out actually in Dubai. We were walking around the port, and then a plastic bag flew by, and he was so interested in it, he went to go chase it. He got his head stuck in the bag and then started rolling around, trying to get it off of him. And as soon as it flew away, he tried to grab it again, but it came back, and all I saw was this goofy little face, tongue out, head sideways, and just came back like, oh, hey. You know, it's like, I like to work, but I like to play too. Halfway through to my deployment, my wife had some complications with the pregnancy, and there was some troubling times thinking I was going to be coming home and I might not be able to see my child be born, or my wife might pass away. Meki definitely picked me up from there. As soon as I found out, I went to his kennel, and it's like he knew something was wrong with me. He jumped in my lap, wouldn't leave my side for, I think I sat there for 8 hours. He sat by me and just laid and slept with me and licked me and loved me.
We were doing mounted ops, so we were out there up in the mountains looking for weapon caches and all that stuff. I was extremely proud of him that day, but it was like the 6th or 7th time I went to go pull him out. I opened up the kennel on the trailer, and it just wasn't the same dog. Just coaxing him out was a pain for him. We took his vitals and all that. He was pretty good, but he just wasn't getting enough oxygen for some reason, so we threw him in the van and rushed him to the vet as fast as we could. It just kept, you know, nosediving in his condition. And it wasn't until a certain point when we were moving him from the on-base vet to the off-base vet, and is when it like really clicked in my mind that, like, hey man, he's not gonna make it. If we don't do something soon, like, I'm gonna lose my dog. And I was in the back of a van doing CPR on my dog, flying down the highway in the middle of El Paso, and I was just losing it, you know.
Military working on Meki, never knew how many lives he touched or how important his contribution was to this country. All he knew was service and to do his job the best he could.
I definitely have the memories of him, and definitely going to do better because of him throughout my career.
And I don't think I can do enough in my power to honor him properly, but I'll give him my best shot.
Meki's really going to be missed. He was one of the better ones, one of the really cool ones. I had an honor and pleasure of training. MWD Ronnie.
MWD Ronnie, got it.
MWD Xanth.
MWD Xanth, Tango 376.
MWD Meki. Military Working Dog Meki. Military Working Dog Meki, Tango 572.
Sir, Military Working Dog Meki, Tango 572, not present for duty.